Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, click that bell, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you. Let's get on. So today I'll be doing a
how to do a thumbnail. So today I'll be showing you guys how I made this thumbnail right here. So my previous video, go check it out if you have not. I will be putting it right here as well. It's a 1-2 step process and it's really easy.
The app that I used to make this thumbnail was PixArt. Please don't judge me because I can't see, so I have to put my glasses on. Okay, I'll be using the PixArt app. This is how it looks. PixArt. You click it. The app is totally free. You don't have to pay for the app or pay for a subscription. At the bottom part where it has the purple cross sign, you click that and go into your gallery and pick whatever picture you want to use. So I'll be using a screenshot from my previous video because I'll be remaking that thumbnail for that video. So the first thing I want to do is change the whole effects for the picture. So at the bottom part of the screen where it says FX effects, you could click that, and then I'll be using the filter FX, and then under FX the first filter that comes up that says HDR, that's the one that I'll be using. And that brings you to that. So that's how it looked before and after. And then I press apply, and then you could press it again and then scroll across to where it says blur at the bottom of the screen, and then you could click the first free blur. The one that says try, you have to pay for that blur, so I'll be clicking the first free blur. When you click that, it blurs the whole entire screen. So in order for the background only to be blurred, you have to go to the top of the screen, and where you see the eraser button in the top center part, you click that, and then at the bottom you see like a tiny person, you click that one, and it basically blurs everything but your actual image. So it blurs the background and everything. Time to add text. So if you scroll across at the bottom of the screen, it has a text option. You type whatever words you want to type in. So I'll be recreating my boyfriend does my makeup video, so I'll be typing the first 2 words. I don't want my words to go straight across, I want my words to be stacked, so I'll be pressing return and then putting boyfriend underneath my. And then these are options so you could align your text. So I want my text to be center aligned, and then I press a check mark at the top. The box around the words are basically to adjust your wording or basically like resize them. So I'd be using the double-headed arrow at the bottom right part. To move my words, I press the center of the text box and move it. I'll be moving it to the top right, and then I'll show you guys how I changed the font. So if you click that, the different font styles will be on top of the font, and I'll be using Moz Handwritten. I think that's what it's called. I think I already scrolled past it. Moz handwriting. And then if you click on a different writing style, it changes the font size. So you basically gotta readjust your size however you want the words to be. And that's why I'm clicking the dots. So that's how it is right there. And I'll be just changing the color for that word. I want that word to be black, so I'll be putting the word in black. And then at the bottom part where it says blend, stroke, opacity, everything, you click stroke because I want a stroke around the word. So I'll be basically using the yellow stroke. That's the second yellow to the right, to the left of the first orange, and I want that to be in 21. Don't press apply, because if you press apply you can't go back and edit the word. Instead, you press the empty part of the screen, which is the black part, and you go back to text and finish typing the rest of the words you want. So I'll be typing does. I want my word to be stacked, so outside does my makeup exclamation mark. And I also want that to be centered, so it will be center aligned. And then you basically move it to wherever you want the word to be. And you can resize by clicking the white dots like so. Yeah, and then I'll be also changing the font style to Luckiest Guy, and then the font style changes the font size, so I'll be readjusting the font size as well. So for this, I'll be using yellow instead of the black color. I don't want any of these yellows, so I'll be using the first circle sphere color scheme, and when you click that, you can basically choose whatever shade of yellow you want. I want like about right here, so I'll be clicking that check mark. And I also want a stroke, so I'll be clicking the stroke thing and then scroll back to where it's black, and it's so thin you could barely see it, so I'll be putting the stroke size all the way to 56 or about 54. Yeah, and then that's how it is, and then you could basically move it. As y'all can see, the Y is underneath the D, and I don't want it to be like that. So if you want the Y to be on top of the D or the D to be underneath the Y, at the top of the screen, the item to the left, the symbol to the left of the word apply, that looks like a double diamond, you click that, and then it gives you move up, move down, or duplicate. So you could press move down, and basically the D goes under the Y. If it was the other way around and you click the box with my boyfriend, you could click move up and the Y moves up. So that's it for that part, and then you could just basically fix the words however you want them to your liking. I'm not done. So on the right side of the screen, the left side of the screen, I'll be putting yay stacked or nay. So I'll just be moving that to the left side of the screen, zooming, and the top thing that looks like a curve, I use that to basically change the size and the width and everything, and then slant it, okay, like so. And then I'll be using the last font style, which is Nothing You Could Do. That's the name of the font style. And I'll just I'm resizing it right now. That's what you see me doing. And then I'll change the color to just black. I still need to resize it because it's not to my liking, and I still need to adjust where I need to be placed. That's good. Just make it a little bit smaller. Okay, that's how it is. And I'll be coming back over here and fixing the makeup because I'm very OCD. Yes, ma'am. So that's okay. And that's how it is. At the one thing to come off all that option, you could click anywhere in the screen and it gives you the main options. So the next thing I'll be adding is the lens flare, which is all the way to the right of the screen. And then in the second column, fourth row, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's the orange lens thingy beside the purple one, and I'll be clicking that one. And basically the same way how you adjusted your text, you could adjust that. So if you want to turn it, which I'm doing, I click the curve out, I turn it. You could use the double-headed arrow to make it smaller or bigger. So I'll be kind of making it smaller. I click the center of that and I move it under makeup, the word makeup, like so, to right there. Like where it says hue, basically that could change the shade to the color or whatever, however you want it to look. I just want it to be regular, so I turned it off. Basically, if you go to opacity, it's already on 100. So if you want it to be less visible, you could turn it down, or you could just put it all the way up. I'll put mine to like 70, 80. Put mine to 80, and I'm gonna also readjust it because yeah. And then if you go to blend, you could see the 3 options. They have screen, they have lighten, or add. I don't need it to be that bright, so I probably just click add, and then I click for blend, I click the one that says add, and then I went back to opacity and make it like a little bit less visible, which is at 18. I make it like 14, and that's it for that one. So I click anywhere in the screen, as I said before. As y'all can see, my thumbnail for my previous video, it had a picture over yay or nay. So when you click the screen, go back to the regular options, it has text, sticker, add photo, call out, lens flare. The part where it says add photo, you basically add a photo. This picture that I'll be adding is a picture from my thumbnail. I can't find the original photo, but I'll be showing y'all. So basically it already blends in, so you just add the picture as so and resize it to however you want it. It already looks like it blends in because it was from the previous picture. However, I would not be using that because I want to show y'all how to actually add a picture. So I press add photo, and I'll be using the same picture that I have for the thumbnail. Press add, and then to have that picture smaller, you go to the bottom options where it says cut out beside crop. You basically press that, and the dotted lines basically is to trace. If you click that, it gives you the option to change the marker size, so it's not too big, too small. So it's on 11. I'll be zooming up, tracing however I want it. So you just trace to your liking or however you want it to be, and then that's how it is. If you click that, that's how it comes up. And then to actually see it, there's a little thing that looks like an eye with a line through it. You click that, it's gonna show you how your picture is gonna look. It's gonna show you how your picture is gonna look. As you can see, like it's not smudged or marked out properly, so I'll be using the eraser to do as such and erase where I think needs more erasing, and then you can press it back and still look. As y'all can tell, I don't like that. So at the top part of the screen where you see the backwards arrow going towards your left, I could press that, I could keep pressing that, or I could just go back to the regular image and then press the little man, and then it automatically just snatches everything in, and you press the eye, the little thing that looks like an eye, and it does that. If you want to adjust that now, it still looks the same. If you want to adjust that, you press the eraser, resize the eraser, and then basically just easily erase everything right there. For the sake, oh crap, made a mistake. Just press the back arrow if you made a mistake, like so, at the top of the screen. And I'm doing it again. So if you want to erase something, you just basically press the eraser and zoom in and erase wherever. I'm just showing you how to do this. I'm not trying to make it perfect. So at the top right part of the screen, you press save, and then that's how it comes out. As you could tell, it looks similar to the same image. So in order for you to put it over there, you just press the arrow and all that extra stuff, the white dots and everything, to resize and replace everything as so. If you want to make a white marking around your thumbnail, as you can see, a lot of YouTuber does that. What you could do is the same steps, but all you gotta do is zoom up, make that image straighter. At the bottom of the screen, it says border. It automatically drops a border around your picture, but you can resize your border to how big or how small you want it to be, and then you drag it over to that image and try to resize it as best as possible. And then when you do that, beside border it says effects, and then I press FX as I did for the original image, and press HDR, and then press apply, and that gives you the same thing. As y'all could see, let me resize this so it could kind of fit perfectly if it's not being fitted perfectly. I tried my best, y'all. I'm trying. The bottom part is kind of off. And one thing, when you're doing this, make sure to do all this before you do the words, because as you can see, it's blocking the words because the original image is already up. Everything is already applied to the original image, so you would have to edit the whole picture before you put the font. So this is not the purpose. I'm just showing y'all how to outline your image. If you want to, you just follow these same steps and do as such. But for this purpose, I will not be adding a border to the picture because I just want to show y'all how I edit my thumbnail. So I'll be removing that border. Just click back on the image, put the border amount to 0, and remove the border, and then you could just move that same picture and put it to where you want it. As you can see, there are more options if you want to fix and change, but this is how I did my thumbnail. And then all you gotta do is press next, and it gives you an option where to save if you want to send it to Instagram, post it to messages, or save it to your photos. And I press save to photos, the second option, and then press done. And there you have it. That is how I did my thumbnail. There are other apps you could use, but this is a free, simple, easy app. It actually walks you through if it's your first time using the app, so you won't be lost. But yeah, this is it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you are new to my channel and you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, share with your people, share with your friends, or you could just keep watching and follow these simple steps. Thanks guys.
Don't forget to check out my other videos. Bye.